a update on the collards. They are ready to be cut. So you can see how, let me turn it around. Okay, so you can see how much they have grown. See how big they are now? They are huge. So you can see the whole field. Okay, so there actually are cutting collards and loading today. There's a grocery store actually wanting to buy some. So he's loading up, I think 40 head. How many? How many are you supposed to be getting?
40.
So they're supposed to be getting 40 head of collards today. And they actually bought yesterday, and now they want some more delivered to them. Alright, so I'm going to show you how he usually cuts the collards. So he has like a saw that he just cuts them off, and then he gets the bad leaves off at the bottom, and that's the way it'll look. So that's how big these collards are, and this is the head of them, the inside, and they're the old-timey cabbage collards. So they are huge. I also came out here to help pick string beans and garden peas, but they already got the string beans picked before I got here. But we are picking a little bit of garden peas, late garden peas. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So here's a garden pea vine. And we got 2 rows of garden peas all the way down. And see, they're pods like this. So there's the pod. They're kind of short, but it's this time of year you're lucky to even have garden peas.
And some of them's not quite filled out.
And some of them's not quite filled out. You can tell that one's not filled out. The pods hasn't got big yet. These ones like this are ready to pick. And you can see that again, how big the pods are. There looks like there are probably 2 or 3 garden peas that's in the pod. But to be November and still got garden peas, kind of lucky. So this stuff right here actually are rutabagas. And when they grow, I don't know if I can show you that. I can show you what a root looks like. I know. So here's what a rutabaga. So this is what a rutabaga looks like at the bottom. They get bigger than this too, but But it's sort of kind of like a turnip, but rutabagas get a little bit bigger than a turnip. And then you can also eat the salad. It's really good. To me, it's better than turnip salad. So he also has planted radishes. So here's a couple rows of radishes, and these are what radishes look like. So there's the salad, and then there's the radish. So they actually look pretty good. And people don't want these too big because you can use these for salads and different things. So you can see a line of the radishes. And there's a whole bunch more that's there in the ground.
It's getting big enough.
And a lot of these are already starting to get big enough to pull up. And then we got turnip salad over here. That's coming on a little bit late. They're growing. So they're gonna be turnips and turnip salad. So here's the salad, and then you'll have the turnips at the bottom, which you can see they're starting to grow. They're not quite big enough yet, but there's plenty of turnip salad. And there's like a couple rows of that. Alright, so we also have carrots that's coming up. You can see they're just coming up some. So hopefully they'll make it. And we'll have some carrots, but they're coming up now. They almost look like weeds, but there actually are carrots, but that's how carrots look like. Okay, I was going to show you what we used, my brother uses to spray. We got the old blue tractor, which is used to be my grandpa's tractor. This is the spray and it has a boom, there's the boom of the spray. And he just has one boom on one side that he sprays. And he tries to keep the collar sprayed because this time of the year it's usually not this warm and we still got worms. Usually we don't have worms this bad, but he's been keeping them sprayed so there won't be any worms on them, because you don't want worms to have wormholes all in them. And he's also got kale planted, and that's what this looks like. And he's got 2 rows of kale in between the collars. Every other 6 rows, he's got 2 rows of kale. And that looks good too. He has a little bit of everything. We have mustard, we have kale, we have turnips, we have rutabagas and salad. I mean, he just got a little bit of everything dealing with any type of greens that you're looking for. And they all look good and they're not wormy. So the kale, you usually crop the bottom leaves and then they grow up, and then you keep cropping the leaves. When they get bigger, you just keep cropping the leaves a little bit. So that's how you kind of cut kale. So you do the bottom leaves first, and then you work your way up, but then they'll still keep growing and new leaves keep coming up. So you just keep cutting them.
Get that piggy. Get him. You like your new piggy? You like your new little piggy? weirdo. You're a weirdo. What are you doing? You're a strange dog. Well, good morning. Welcome back to Worldly Family Homestead. Not the morning I expected to have. Got up this morning, started feeding up. Everything was going good. Saw Buck this morning. He was out beside the barn. He was laying down, which is nothing unusual. He does that from time to time. But he got up to come on in, eat his feed, and got to feeding the rest of the cows and everything. And came back and noticed that Buck had stopped eating his feed and was kind of just hanging his head out beside his bucket over here. So got to watch him a little bit, and he actually had laid down in the stall again. Well, just a couple minutes, he got up, moved around a little bit, then laid down again. So went and put the halter on him, got him up with a lead rope, and got to walking him around. Think he might be colicking a little bit this morning. So went ahead and called the vet. With Buck being so old, don't want to take any chances with him starting to lay down. So, but he's up right this minute, got the vet on the way. They're gonna come check him. I know the weather's changing again, and sometimes horses will colic a little bit when the weather changes. So just gonna have the vet come out and check him just to make sure. Buck usually doesn't colic any. Kim's had him for probably, I don't know, 15 years. And I think she's seen him colic maybe one time. That's when he got some bad feed, and we got him over that. But other than that, Buck normally doesn't colic. So we're gonna have the vet come take a look at him, see what we can find out. Well, the vet came, checked out Buck, and got good news and bad news. Good news is, you can see he's standing up, he's looking good. He wasn't really colicking. What it was is he had a gas bubble. We all get them from time to time, and it was just giving him a little tummy ache. And so they came and gave him a shot of Butte, which kind of settles him a little bit, helps him with any pain that he may be having. So good news is no colic, so he's gonna be fine. He came back in a little bit ago, finished eating his breakfast, and he's good. He's been out a time or two. The only bad news is there was one thing that we had suspected the whole time, but we weren't really sure about it. You know, Buck has been going through a fence. He's been through a couple of times, and about a year ago, he ran through the fence a little bit and kind of tore up a few posts a while back. But we've been kind of thinking that maybe he's getting blind in one eye, and his left eye has a little bit of a different color to it. So while the vet was here, I asked if he'd go ahead and check him just to see. And sure enough, he said that he's an Appaloosa, and they kind of have eye problems when they get a little older. And he did look in his eye and checked, and he did tell me that Buck is now pretty much blind in his left eye. He can see good out of his right eye, but his left eye he can't really see out of. He says he can probably tell this between light and dark, but that's about it. That's why he's having so much trouble in the evenings when he comes back in through the fence. So old Buck getting old up there, and he's getting old, so we're gonna take care of him. He's gonna stay right here until he takes his last breath, but he's gonna be here with us. He's a good old horse, and we're gonna take care of him. And while we're out this morning, I figured I'd share with you something else we got here on the homestead. Got another mouth to feed. We had a good friend of ours yesterday afternoon late call us, Mr. Gene, Miss Pam. They live on the next road behind us over here. Mr. Gene's had cows as long as I can remember. I'm 49 years old, and ever since I've been able to walk, I've known that Mr. Gene's had cows back there, so he's had them a long time. So anyway, they give us a call yesterday, and they had a cow that had a calf, and she just, for whatever reason, just wouldn't nurse him. So they said, we don't know what to do with him. Would y'all be interested in him? So we said, well, sure. We'll go over and take a look. And sure enough, as soon as we saw him, Kim said, I want him. So let me show y'all what we brought home yesterday. This little fella right here, a little bull calf. And he's probably about, I'm gonna say, I guess today he makes about 2 days old, maybe 3 days old. He got a little bit of milk in the very beginning because he was up walking around when we got him yesterday. So, but I guess the mama just kind of turned away from him. But he's a neat little bull calf, and we're going to show him here on the channel a little bit more. Been up this morning feeding him. We went ahead and got some milk replacement and got him a bottle, and he's taking to it really good. So if y'all hang around and watch us, we'll watch him grow and see what we can do with him. But he's a good little bull calf. He's real friendly already. He's a little nervous around us at first, but once he got that milk bottle, he kind of figured out what we were doing, and he'll come to you now. And if y'all been following us on Instagram and the Facebook page that we got, I posted a few pictures yesterday of him. But if you're not following us on Instagram, check us out on Instagram. It's Worley Family Homestead on Instagram. And we got a Facebook page that's Worley Family Homestead on the Facebook, and I'll put links down below in the description for both of those if y'all be interested in checking us out on those two sites. But cause we try to post stuff on there every few days. Try to do it every day if I can, but sometimes just can't get there. But you can follow us there too if you like to. And folks, we don't have a name for him yet, so if y'all have any suggestions on a name, hey, just put it down in the comments below and kind of help us name this little fella. We got all the other cows that finally got names, and all the other animals have. We don't have names for all the chickens yet, but there's about 14 of them, so I won't remember their names anyway. So, but if y'all want to try to help us name this little fella, just put a comment down below with a good name for him, and we'll be looking forward to seeing it. Well, get him back around this way. Turn around this way.
Some more milk. Come on. You gotta get around here. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Want some more milk? Where you going?
Catch him. There you go.
Come on. Come up. You better drink you some more. Pretty on his nose. You want some more milk? Elmo, what you think? What you think, Elmo? I know what that bottle is.
Well, don't let him get hold of it.